When people talk about China's economy nowadays, the language is usually very dramatic: collapse, crisis, hard landing, etc. But if you actually look at the details, that framing is very misleading. China is not experiencing a sudden crash. What it's going through is something slower, quieter, and in many ways harder to fix. Let's start with what hasn't happened. Factories are still running, exports fluctuate but haven't disappeared, and this year, despite all these trade war and stuff, exports have been doing really strong. I think we just hit about $1 trillion of trade surplus, so that was pretty strong. The real problems lied somewhere else, which was the households. Retail sales are soft, prices are declining, and not because people literally can't buy things, but because they don't want to. And that distinction really matters. For roughly 2 decades, Chinese households live with a powerful psychological engine: rising property prices. Apartments weren't just a place to live, they were savings accounts, they were retirement plans, and confidence machines. So when housing prices went up, people feel more secure, more wealthy, and when you feel more wealthy, you spend, right? But then that engine is now gone. Property prices stopped rising, and in many cities they fell, and there's been no end in sight in that. So even if households don't lose their jobs, they lost something more subtle, which is certainty and sense of security. And so the behaviors also changed with that. Saving rates went up. It's not as if people don't have money, but they just keep saving their money. Big purchases got postponed, risk appetite declined, and that's why the whole stimulus thing felt very strangely ineffective. In the past, when Beijing loosened the credit, people borrowed. Now, households are actively doing the opposite, which is deleveraging. More loans don't help if people don't want leverage. More infrastructure doesn't help if confidence is not there. And here is the uncomfortable part. You can fix supply problems with more factories, more infrastructure, and more money, but you cannot fix psychological problems with an interest rate cut. So China's challenge today is not about productivity, it's about expectations. People are unsure whether tomorrow will be better than today. Until that changes, growth will remain muted, even if headline numbers look okay. So no, China's economy is not collapsing, but it is a bit stuck at this moment. And unsticking that confidence is far harder than restarting a factory line. I think it will take some time for that to be resolved. So let's wait and see. This is China Translated, where I help to make China make more sense to you. You can subscribe to this channel, but you can also search for my newsletter, China Translated, with the same name. Stay tuned.